back again for some more happy Juggernaut hunting. Um, so I'm kind of this is part two. This is going to focus on planning um, and what you're going to need to do in order to get everything together that you need in order to craft your lovely legendary. So um, for some of you, this might be a shocking thing. I know I already went through this, and I know what it's like not to have money in the game for quite a long time and whatnot. So it's not a huge deal to me. Um, might be to you. The end result is worth it. So I did a little WW this morning um, on my Mesmer, and God, I get so stuck when I start doing this. So I'm up to 331 badges of honor, up to 219 gold, and still at around a million karma, which is fine. I have all that good to go. I'm going back into WW again this afternoon. It just got a little beat because there really wasn't much going on as far as battles. So I don't know how much more I'm going to do. I might just wait till Friday, get into a borderland, and start farming them up. But they're there. They're coming. It's not a big deal. Not a huge deal. I'm probably going to start doing some dungeons and whatnot. So, this is part of my plan of having no plan. Right now I have no plan. I can't say that I have absolutely no plan at all. I have kind of a macro plan. Dude, that's rude. But anyway, I have a macro plan right now of going through and kind of an overview of a generalized cost. I went through and picked up some of the prices that are currently listed on the TP and whatnot. What I'm going to do right now is I don't remember if a bloodstone is 50 or 100 skill points. I'm thinking it's 100. If it is, then Gord has only has 87. But here's another important thing. Bloodstone shard. Wow, 200 skill points. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so here's an important thing. Powerful scroll use. I don't know what that's used for. That's weird. I'll just scroll. So as you can see, Gord has 82 skill points, but if I switch onto one of my alts, and I firmly believe that one of the most important things to do when trying to craft your legendary is have alts. I have 9 alts. My one alt here, Teeny Tiny Tanker, is basically I started a guild. I brought my guild from Guild Wars 1 over. Not a lot of those guys played, or it just wasn't really big enough, and I really don't have the time to manage a guild. So basically, this is my mule, and I'll show you because, well, I'm not going to go into it now. I got her as many 18 slot boxes as I can, started throwing crap in there or whatnot, but she is currently representing my guild, which I am the only member, and it's actually a really good thing to do that, because it's very easy with all the materials you need to lose track of stuff. So I'll be using my alt here to hold my gold when I don't need it, and hold like my 250 ectos, any of my crafting materials that I'm putting away that I can't quite craft the meta gift yet. So that's what I'll be using her for. But I have a ton of characters. So I have 8 characters, all 80, every one of them. 3 of them I've completed world completion on. This is my most current. If you watch a couple of my streams, I'm usually using my ranger. And I'm just gonna do a quick check and see who has the most skill points. The other thing I have to double check too before I forget is if the bloodstone is account bound. I believe it's account bound. So if it is, then I can just basically soul bound on acquire. See, not good. So I have to do it with Gord. That's kind of BS. Okay. So now, since Gord has 100% map completion and everything else, that's a downer. That's actually going to take quite a long time because I'm basically going to have to level. But everything's going to take a long time. So it's really not that big of a deal. Sorry for bouncing back and forth. But that's probably one of the most important things you can do. The map exploration, 100% map completion. There's a difference between been there, done that, and 100% map completion. In order to get your 100% map completion, you just need to go to every single thing that's on the map. So all the POIs, all the vistas, all the waypoints, and all the hearts. So once you beat all that stuff, yeah, fuck, that's so bad. That's bullshit. I guess I thought that if I went on another character it would look different, but so we have quite a few skill points to farm, which means I'm gonna have to do a lot of this with Gord, which kind of sucks. 82. There's ways around that now, though, as well. There's scrolls of knowledge and stuff, which I'll be just passing on to Gord and stuff. I'll probably start running dungeons with Gord and do that. But with so many different characters to choose from, you could pretty much do whatever you want. So I will continue to clear out all the maps with all my characters, and the big reason for that is when you do a level 70 or 70 to 80 or level 80 map, there's 4 level 80 maps and 3 70 to 80s, you have a chance of getting T6 materials. So, and you get 40 of them as you go. So that can really help out in the thing. The next thing that you're going to do, you're going to want to make sure that you do, is you're going to do your clovers first. Always do your clovers first, because with that recipe, you have a chance of getting a T6 mat. Once you get them all, you can either put them aside for your ascended crafting, or you can sell them and finance the rest of your stuff. So this is my basic where I'm at. My bloodstones is gonna wait. I can get the Sigil of Sanctuary for the hammer. One of the other things that I have done is I did a quick I'm going to switch over to it now. I did a quick Excel sheet of basically what I need for, these are what I call the meta gifts. So I have the Colossus. I'm not worried about that. It's not going to cost me any money. The gift of metal I did populate just to kind of show how much it is, but I already crafted that, so I don't need it. Vile Quicksilver, everything else that I need. Other things, Mystic Clovers, I'm going to figure out the cost of that. Because you need dust. Dust is pretty cheap right now. Crystalline dust is 15 silver, 59 copper. So the way this all breaks down is the way I do it, and it works out pretty well, is cents are copper, 1s and 10s in the money column is your silver, and anything over that is gold. So right now, if I had to craft my full-on gift of metal, it would cost me 1,316 gold, 81 silver, and 22 copper to do. But I don't have to do that. And that's without the cost of the precursor. So if anybody ever doubts why these things are listed on the TP for so much, that's why. And honestly, it's probably still not enough. These guys probably just saved a lot of time and get a quick turnaround on it. So as you can see, I can kind of go through and update all this stuff if I really want to. You know, the market fluctuates up and down so fast that I just grab it now, and that's what I'm going to hold on to. I'll check it once a week, and I'll really only put it in if it goes higher. If it drops by a couple copper, it goes up by a couple copper, or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Now the other thing to note too is this is what the sellers are selling for, not buy offers. So you can, like, we'll say for my silver doubloons, they're listed at 18, now 1 gold, 88 silver, 75 copper a piece. That's the lowest seller right now. I could put a buy order in for 1 gold, 20 copper, or 20 silver a piece if I wanted to, and it's probably not going to buy, but it is. You know, that's what you say. So you can augment the prices as you need to, and you know, I do kind of have this. It's thrown together really quick. If anybody's interested, just hit me up an email, and I can send it your way. You can tweak however you want. This does not cover everything. This covers really the large portion of the gifts. These are the big gifts. There's other costs in there that you can get. So without needing the gift of metal, without needing the classes, I've gone through and I've put down pretty much how many ectos I already have in my bank, so I know how much that's going to do, and I'll come through and update this as time goes on. How many of my T6 mats I have, blah blah blah, lodestones, everything else is all in here. So you can see here, I'm going to buy my sigil of sanctuary, because, and I'm switching again, so bear with me. So let's run over to the trading post and buy our sigil of sanctuary, so we can cross that off the list. That's a whole 2 silver, 67 copper. Could be cheaper if I wanted to, and whatchamacallit, go out and put in a buy offer, but it's crap. Now, some people I've seen do videos and stuff where they're very, very, like, they're figuring out how much they make per hour and if they're on par or whatever. I don't do that. I don't want to waste a ton of money, but I mean, what's the point of having money if you're not going to spend it? Because really, outside of the legendary and your tier 3 or level 3, yeah, tier 3 culture armor, there's really not that much in the game that you're going to want to buy. Maybe a cool skin here, a cool skin there, but yeah, not me. So superior sigil of sanctuary, so we're going to grab that, and like I said, that is 2. I'm actually saving money, I think. I just got it for 260. Nope, I didn't. 263. So there it is. It's progress, man. That's one more thing off the list. So we're going. I'm going to switch back over to the other view, and we're going to zero this out. Boom. And now it's only going to cost us 1,261 gold, 83 silver, 59 copper to make our Juggernaut. Bam. Now, this is going to get shaved because one thing to keep in mind is you're going to be farming a lot. If you're farming karma, dub it. You can get on a karma train in there, pop a booster, get a banner, and oh my god, you just rack up gold. You rack up karma in no time. I don't think anybody's complaining about karma nowadays. It used to be a bitch to do, but now it's not. So I could buy my icy runestones now. I will not, because they're only 100 gold. It's a static price, and I need another point. I need to have money to operate. If ectos bottom out, and it doesn't happen so much now, but if, you know, we'll say back in the day when they used to do the bot bans, prices would just plummet. So, you know, right now ectos are at 35 silver, 65 copper at the high end. Tomorrow, if they do 100 accounts of bot banning, ectos will plummet to 14. silver per. So you want to kind of have that money to operate. It kind of sucks now because ascended crafting is the hot ticket item. That's starting to come back down to normal. You know, the markets have pretty much stabilized. Your fangs, your bloods, scales, all that stuff is really not going to change. But there's some secrets. And I hope that they still work. I'm going to test them out before I put them on a YouTube video and make, or a live stream and make a fool out of myself. Okay, so the points that we covered. 1, be careful with your money. 2, if you can, make a guild, make a storage guild. You can just make your own guild, talk to your guild leader. Some guilds are kind of crappy about people not representing them. My guild is very cool about it. You know, they don't care. I mainly represent 99% of the time anyway to my guild, but you know, they some of the officers know, oh, there's Gord, he must be doing some banking, when they see me not representing. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you're in a strict guild, let them know. If they tell you that you can't do that, then tell them to go scratch and find a guild that will. But have your alt guild for storage. It works out really well. 3, check your prices. 4, if I didn't already say it, have a shit ton of alts. It makes everything a lot easier. I mean, if you're trying to do all the farming and everything that you have to do on your freaking one character, forget it. It's insane. It's insane. That's when your head starts to crack open and your brain jumps out and it's like, fuck you, I'm not doing this. You know, and that's when you start raging on forums and, you know, laying on the floor of your closet for 15 days straight, sucking your thumb and crying. But seriously, it can be an overwhelming task. You see how much blood or how much money it does cost to get your stuff together. But the more you farm, the more you save. There's other things that you could do. It's not a secret. All of it's out there. I'll cover it as I go through it. The one thing that I am going to do right now is I'm going to try to get some things together for Mystic Clovers. I always start with Mystic Clovers. People got very frustrated with it. I don't like that you have to rely on RNG so much with it, but it does kind of work out because as you're working through it, you know, you might score a 40 tier 6 mats, you know, and there is such a good price that if you really want to, and I did this a lot, when you get your 250, throw it in your bank guild or on an alt. It brings it out of storage. You don't have to worry about it. Start selling your crap. Sell it right back. It's at a good price. You can get a pretty good thing. Whatever. So, crap. I forgot to write down the recipe. So I'm going to pick up. I'm just going to check the website real quick. I have mocap on. So, monitor capture. So I'll just do it right here. So you can see what I'm looking at. And I lied, I didn't put the link in the, I just posted last night's video this morning, and I didn't post it, so. Okay, so, I'm going to be making some molten cores, and I'll show you why in a second, and hopefully I can do it all at once. But, basically, you need 2 cores, 1 crystal, 1 bottle of Valonian wine, and 1 pile of crystalline dust. So, we're not going to do this on Gord. Why? Because Gord only has 87 skill points right now, and we need them for that bloodstone. That bloodstone is really important. So I'm going to jump on my Guardian, who I just recently brought back into WW. A lot of fun. Guardians are awesome for PvP. WW's a little more rewarding. I haven't really been playing PvP that much because I'm just really tired of everybody playing the meta build and just rolling over you and making fun of you because you choose not to play the meta build, or maybe just because I suck. Alright, so Dwayne is my guardian, and she has 106 lovely skill points, and we are going to nom nom them up. So,
Can we talk?
5 crystals and 10 philosopher's stones. So the crystals are for the 10 times, I think. Boy, I really should have looked at that before. I forgot there's 2. Bum, bum, bum. Bear with me. I'll get used to this sooner or later. I'm kind of old, so you can forgive me. Thank you. Curse Network. So, 1 crystal, 1 bottle, 1 wine, and 1 you can obtain. Okay, if you have cores. Okay, so. Okay, I'm getting my recipes confused, and this is why it's good really to write things down. So I do need the crystals. I'm not going to buy that many. I'm going to buy, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Then we go here. This is for the cash. 25 silver. So I'm going to buy 40 of these bad boys because I need 1. Don't ask me how many I have. 42. Woohoo! That's right, because we're going to use more. Now, again, I know I don't have 100 million people follow me or anything like that, which is fine. I really don't care if anybody follows me, but oh, I already had crystals and philosopher's stones from the last time I was making my thing, so that's why I didn't waste anything. Woohoo! So anyway, here we go. We have our crystals. We have our bottles of wine. We only have 7 dust. So we need to get 33 dust. And we will need, what's that, 80 molten lodestones. Now here's the big secret. Shh, don't tell anyone. We'll look this up. Molten lodestones are 74 silver each. Molten cores are 450. So that means that's 9 silver. 9 plus 24 for your wine. Your crystals cost you nothing, right? So 24 and 9 is 33, and then we'll see, and then another 15 for dust. We'll say 16 for dust to make it easy. So that's 33. That's 49 silver. That's a huge saving, especially when you're making 150 of these bad boys. So we are going to buy 80 cores for 3 gold. It's amazing, isn't it? This is a secret of the trading post for a lot of people. Oops, forgot to buy my dust. A lot of these guys that are, a lot of people were a lot smarter than me. They came in, they bought gems day 1. I spent my gems on storage space and inventory slots and character spaces and everything else. Woohoo! They bought gold. They bought a lot of gold. Gold was probably, when it first started, like it was probably a 3 to 1. That's 3 gems for 1 gold. So yeah, they made out. They were much smarter. So, but that's that. You know, hindsight's always 20/20. So we need to get our. Oh, Scarlet's minions are attacking. Iron Marches. You want to fight those guys too, but whatever. So we need crystalline dust. If you put in pile of C, it comes up. Because I can never remember how to. 69. I'm only buying 40 of them, so I don't care. 6 gold for 40. That hurts, but whatever. We're saving. We're still saving quite a bit of money, and you know, I kind of approach how I craft each of the gifts individually, and I do what I feel is easiest at the time, and that's that. And when I'm done, I'm done. I don't look back. You can't look back because, you know, 3 months from now, you know, if I paid $500 for my precursor, or 500 gold for my precursor, which I didn't, I was lucky and got out of the forge. If, you know, you could save up that money, spend it, and a day later, and that's like, hey, guess what? You can now craft your precursor. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah. And it happens, so don't think about it. It doesn't matter. So we have our crystalline dust. I bought a little bit extra. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm going to have it. I'm going to be farming the shit out of ore soon anyway. But, we'll come up here. And here we go. So we throw in our core, we throw in our wine, we throw in our pile of crystalline dust, we throw in our crystal, and we get a molten lodestone. Boom! Oops, nope, I don't want you in there. So we do this 40 times, and we will have 45 molten lodestones. This is the last one, so this gives us number 40. Boom! So there we go. 40 lodestones. Boom, bitches. Take that back. God, I always get turned around here. Here we go. Save yourselves! Okay, so we're going to deposit. These are account bound, so I think I probably have some wines in here. I have one wine in here, which I'll put here. Those, yeah, see, your philosopher's stones and your crystals are soulbound, so I'm just gonna hold, soulbound. I'm just gonna hold on to them. And I'm going to deposit these collectibles, and I'm really not too worried about it right now because I'm going to, I had 8 cores sitting in there. Sweet. I'm just going to polish these off. I have enough. To me, one shy, damn you. And my dust, did I? Yeah, I'll pull that shit out too. Did I put the dust away? I guess not.
The spirits of the wild.
So what are we sure? I'll go buy one more wine. I bought 40. How am I short? Oh, yeah. Okay. Took a day off from work and yeah, my brain went crazy. Alright, so little Miss Miani, give me one more bottle of wine. Elonian wine. You do have to pay 10 gold for certain recipes. So gift of metal, gift of wood, all this stuff. I think for the gift of the Juggernaut, no. Yeah, so you do have to buy that. You have to make sure that you have somebody up there or whatever. So, alright, so 25 for our whatchamacallit. And we just crafted, so there we go. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Ah, fuck.
Sweet, loot.
Alright, 5 more crystals. Boom. Save up these skill points. Okay, so there's that. So 1, 2. Forgy, and 4G. Come on now. Forge and forge. And boom! Alright, so there's a shit ton of lodestones. So we're gonna put these away. I'm not crafting much, so I'm not really all that worried about it now. It was kind of tough before because I was leveling all my alts, so got a little tricky, you know, managing everything. But game's come a long way on that, and so on and so forth. So we have made 44 lodestone, so now we're at 50, so I only have 101 left to make. I'll do the math on this real quick. Pull the calculator out. So we bought 44 wines at 25.04, so we paid 11 gold. Let me get a pen and write this shit down. So you gotta watch that shit, cause you know you hit that one at a time bullshit. You don't realize you just dumped 11 gold. So we spent 11 gold, 1 silver, 76 copper on the wines, and we paid 6 gold. I'll round it up to, I think it was 625. 6 gold, 25 silver. Well, like it really doesn't matter much. So we paid 17 gold, 26 silver, 76 copper, we'll say, for our 44 lodestones. And if we bought those on the market, molten lodestones, so we'll say at the high end, we bought 44, was 32 gold. We bought it on the low end, say 69.70. Alright, so 69 times 78, 44 of them, 30. So we saved about 13 gold by doing that, by crafting ourselves. So I'm really not worried about that secret getting out. People know it. If you're smart with your money and everything else, then you should know that. If you don't, sorry, but really you should. And you're spending a lot of money on this precursor or on a legendary, so you really want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. The other thing you want to make sure of is, like with me, I took the time to make this. Sorry, I'm switching desktops. It's just not an easy process. For some reason, if I'm in Guild Wars 2, my hotkeys don't work, so that's why I'm uber lame and slow at this. But and I'm sure other streamers can do it much better than I can. Plus, I'm cheap, and the software I'm using is free, so bite me. But anyway, what we're gonna do is we reduced our Sigil Sanctuary down to 0, and we will reduce our molten lodestones now to 101, so we know, boom, and you can see we already saved over 13 gold on the lodestones. So we're really not spending this much. I like having a lofty number because it makes you more responsible, in my opinion. Let me switch this before I save it. I don't want people seeing my desktop documents and stuff. There we go. So that's pretty much it. You know, I'm sorry for jumping around so much. I get a lot of ideas, and my brain works really fast. My mouth works really slow. I'm going to be doing a lot of farming, and really my plan right now is to just work on uh, achievements. And achievements are important too, because when you get these achievement chests, you get bags, containers, you can get the T6 mats, you can get whatever. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, achievements aren't important. Achievements are important. You know, I got over 3,000 badges of honor. Um, you know, just getting caught up to where I was. I think when they did it, I was at like 6,000 achievement points, and I I was just getting badges of honor. Like what? You know, so the best advice I can give is be patient and play the game. The legendary was not made to craft in 2 months. You know, it wasn't made to craft in 1 month. It wasn't made to craft in one night. So there's people who've done it. Great for them. You know, whether they bought gold from Chinese players, or they busted their ass to in the TP to get the money for it, or whatever they did. That's great. But you know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And you know, right now from where I'm sitting, I'm planning on it taking as much as 3 months to get the stuff. I'm going to work on it frequently. I'm a lot smarter this time around than I was the first time around, at least as far as the game goes. So I'm not going to be wasting a lot of stuff. I was wasting a lot of money first time around. Plus, there was things that I wanted, like you know, tier 3 cultural armors, tier 1 and 2 cultural armors. I want to be able to buy all of that stuff. Um, you know, you see here, uh, my achievement 11.5, I get 2 gold, laurel, and the achievement chest. The achievement chest can drop anything. You could get a stack of T6 materials. I've never seen it happen, but you could. 12,000, long way off. It is going to take a little while, a couple months to do this, but it's 2 more, 2 gold, another XP bonus, and then 12.5 you get 5 gold, so on and so forth. When you get, I don't show it here, but when you get to the 15k, so when you get to 5k, 10k, 15k, and I imagine 20k, you actually get 400 gems. So you could either directly translate that into gold, or you can use that to buy something, whatever. So work on your achievements. My main goal right now is to do dungeons, work on achievements, and you know, be mindful of what I need, and work on it from that. So there's a lot. I think I threw a lot at everybody today or whatever. So I promise that things will get a little more clear and concise. I'll stop trying to be so scattered or whatever, but that's that. This is the end of episode 2 of God knows how many episodes, and hopefully it helped. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook. The addresses will be at the end of the video on YouTube. In closing, just keep in mind that this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to get it done in one day. You weren't meant to get it done in one day, and that's that, you know. And as long as you play the game and have fun playing, things will happen for you, and before you know it, boom, you'll have your legendary. So thanks for following the series, and I'll see you guys soon.